Now, some will wonder what's with this, or what does this mean for the industry? How would this improve the efficiency or transform the aviation sector in total?
Thank you very much. I think this is going to be the second depot we're going to have, because we have the JUI one, the joint user hydrant installation, which is there. What it means is that to cut the first shortage and for airlines to be able to get fuel as at when due, all the marketers come together to use a joint facility to store their aviation fuel, or what you call jet A1 or jet fuel. So they do that to make very easy for airlines to get their aviation fuel. And maybe tomorrow we're going to have the biggest, which shows that we're going to have 2 depots, but this is going to be the biggest. Yeah. I think one thing is going to do, the most important thing is going to do, is to ensure that there's a regular supply of jet fuel to the airlines. And again, the international airlines can also come, land in Nigeria, and refuel before going. So it's going to be a big one for the aviation industry, in the sense that I don't think we're going to get that type of scarcity that we used to have before now. And the airlines will also be able to get their fuel at the real market price. So it's going to be a good one. It's just business for the oil marketers. And
so we are looking at forex.
Also. Yeah, we are looking at forex too. And it's going to be also cheaper, because in the past, when we used to have a scarcity of jet fuel that has the capacity or capability of grounding airlines, and you know, if an airline does not operate for 1 hour, you know they are going to lose enormous revenue. So we're not going to have that type of, there won't be excuse that we're going to have scarcity of jet fuel now. Again, because of the Dangote refinery, we have eliminated certain things like cost of importation, landing cost, and all sorts. So it's going to be cheaper. We're going to get aviation fuel, and the marketers are also going to be in business, because if it's cheaper here, I bet you most of the foreign airlines will come here to refuel their aircraft.
Interesting stuff. I need to understand further how this depot really works. You know, the current one that we have, and then this bigger one that is, you know, coming up, because it's a consortium of energy companies, you know, comprising of Techno Oil, Quest Oil, Rahmaniya, Ibaf Oil, you know, etc. How do you think they will all come together to ensure, first and foremost, where is this oil going to come from before they put it in a large depot? And then what impact do you think this would have on the cost of air tickets for passengers and the kind of infrastructure they're putting on the ground? Is it just a way that's something that we can replicate in other places in terms of infrastructure? Yes,
we can replicate it in other places, but you know, aviation, Lagos is the hub of aviation in Nigeria. So 80% of all the air travel in Nigeria emanates from Lagos. So if you take care of Lagos, you've taken care of so many things, air travel in Nigeria. Then the JUI is just like a partnership between oil marketers. You bring your fuel, I bring my own, we dump them somewhere, rather than going to Dangote refinery to bring it directly.
If they are dumping, bring your own, bring my own, we dump them somewhere. Is it going to be of the same quality? Because we also talk about
definitely it's going to, no. The aviation fuel quality is the same. And since they are taken from the same source, I'm going to take from this source and I'm going to take from this source. And the Dangote refinery has been adjudged to be one of the best in terms of the quality, in terms of size and everything. So they are taken from a source which has been certified. The aviation jet fuel is very, very sensitive. It goes through a lot of calibration, a lot of tests. So you are not just bringing jet fuel everywhere. It has regulation on it, how to test it to make sure that you are putting the right quality inside your airplane. So since they are bringing it from the same source that has been certified, what they do is just like we have a bucket here. You bring your bucket of water, I bring my own bucket of water, we pour it there, we store it there. When we need it, we begin to dispense from the airport to the aircraft instead of taking it directly from there, which will cause a lot of logistic problems. So that is exactly what they have done, which is good. And that is why we have said partnership is very, very good in the aviation industry or anywhere. The area where you want to do it alone can no longer work. So what they do is to collaborate and to make it easier for them to manage whatever they need to manage. So asking if it will impact on air ticket, it should, but aviation fuel is not only the problem airlines battle with. They have multiple taxation, they have a lot of cost of operation is very, very high in this climate. So it's just one component of it. Yes, I agree that jet fuel takes about 40–45% of airlines' revenue all over the world. So if you reduce jet fuel, and you also need to make reduction in some other places, look at multiple taxation, and if you're able to do all these things, if the government steps in, I think we begin to see reduction in air ticket. But for now, reduction in jet fuel price is not enough to bring down the
significant impact on the price.
And there are also so many things. The airlines are going through shortage of aircraft. Their forex too is also a very big problem. So that alone does not take care of most of the challenges that we face in the aviation industry.
But will you address the matter of your flight being rescheduled as
yes,
as much
it
as possible?
Yes, it will have significant impact in the sense that the airlines have always complained that the delays you see, the cancellations you see, is as a result of lack of jet fuel. But most of them are not telling us the truth. Most of them are cash trapped because they owe the marketers a lot of money. So what the marketers are doing is that they do pay as you go. So they source for money from the passenger to go and get fuel, like the Bolekaja, I'm sorry to say, we shouldn't be allowed in the aviation industry. I think this will also address some of those problems, because we also have problems of infrastructure. We don't have enough infrastructure. The boarding gates are very small, and I believe the current management of FAN is doing a lot to make sure that some of this infrastructure are provided at the airport. So that alone will not also solve the problem. So it has to work in synergy. We need to do things very well before we begin to see significant, but it's going to actually solve that problem, because they won't have to wait for so long to get their fuel like what we used to have before. So it's a good thing in the right direction, but we hope that other factors will come to play for us to begin to see that change we desire in the aviation industry.